Good afternoon. Um, you'll be pleased to know that the slides that are going to be coming up, I'm not going to be talking about. I want to avoid death by PowerPoint. They were always meant to be in the background because I had asked my daughter to come along and sing today as she's an artist, but right at the end, we couldn't get the tech working. But if you follow me on LinkedIn, she's got a new single coming out next Friday. I'm going to be posting about it, and she's fucking amazing. But anyway, as I was coming up last night and this morning, I thought, in the absence of Talia performing, what the fuck am I going to talk about? So I was thinking about it, and Toby actually inspired me during the first session, talking about lived experience. So I thought I'd share why I set Mint 66 up and a little bit about my own personal passions and purpose. So we're an engagement platform, and very simply, we formed because we want to make the workplace better for employees and employers alike. It's as simple as that. But let me share my journey and my passion. When I was younger, in my 20s and my 30s, I was motivated by three things: money, money, and money. That was all I was interested in. I very proudly left school at 16 with no qualifications. If I spelt my name correctly on the GCSE paper, I might have got a mark for that if I was lucky. Left school on the Friday, started work on the Monday. I've been working ever since. And it was all about the hustle for me. I had a pretty difficult upbringing. I just wanted to make a difference, but money was the driver. And I was quite lucky. I built a few different businesses. Some were quite successful, some not so successful. Um, had a couple of kids, got married early. And then in my late 30s, went through the first of my divorces. I've had two because I love a wedding. It's the mushroom vol au vents you get at the reception. I just can't get enough of them. And it was a pretty difficult time. You know, you don't fall back in love when you get divorced. So a little bit of therapy and all that kind of stuff. And with reflection, I realized money actually wasn't the motivator. It was the impact I could have on people. And I built a couple of decent businesses. The most amount of people I had working for me in one particular business was 80. And I always thought it was about how much money we can make. But when I really looked inwards, it was never about that. So that set me on a path. I then got my first qualifications. I got qualified in counselling and therapy. And the reason being is because I felt the conversations were needing to be changed at work. Plus, it was quite cathartic for me going through a difficult divorce. And then for the last 7, 8 years or so now, I've been working as an advisor, non-exec, chair, mentor. It's all much of the same thing, to be honest with you, to a number of solopreneurs and SMEs in the recruitment and HR tech space. And I love it because I get to impact founders, senior leaders, to help them be the best versions of themselves, to create the best versions of their business. When you see that your words and your actions impact people and move them forward, really, really satisfying. And I find it really rewarding. Um, and then I met my rock god business partner, Jerry, who was playing earlier. And we got together a few years ago, and the opportunity to set Mint up and impact the entire workplace, something that really resonated with me. Because at the moment, with the way work is, post-COVID, work is unrecognizable. And businesses are hybrid, remote, office. They still can't make up their mind what they are at the moment. It's changing all the time. We've got this multi-generational workforce that's getting wider and wider. And what's important to my generation and above and Gen Z, poles apart. And every business out there, no matter what tech they've got, one thing that makes them successful is their people. If we don't understand our people, we can't get the best from them. And an engaged workforce is a happier workforce. An engaged workforce is a higher performing workforce and a more profitable workforce. So bringing it into the title of the slides that are in the background, HR Heard Right, I think now it's never been more important for us to be able to understand our people. And the reason why we exist at Mint is because we looked at the market, and the annual satisfaction survey is just a complete and utter waste of time. How mad is it to be thinking that we're going to get feedback from our people once a year? It's just nonsense. So we need to be able to have constant engagement. And if we engage with people, we can impact people. And I know from my own journey, I would never have said this in my 20s and 30s. When you can make a difference to people's lives, it is so, so rewarding. And I think that's the proudest thing I've got from my career. When I was 10, going for parents' evenings, teacher said to my mum and dad, "I'll never amount to anything." I saw that teacher when I was in my mid-30s in a restaurant. I sent her a bottle of champagne. She was having dinner with her husband. And I just said, teachers aren't always right. Brad. So for me, if anything to take away from today, is if you can impact the people that work with you, work for you, they will be better for it, you will feel better for it, and business will thrive. Thanks for listening, guys.